This is an unedited diary of the day. Enjoy. Hello and good afternoon. Yes, it is almost officially afternoon. And I'm just laying here on the couch, just eating 2 pieces of toast with almond butter, honey, some cinnamon, I think I might have put on, monk fruit sweetener. Oh, some butter on this one. Looks like I have some acne. I'm trying to think of what that might be from. It could be from lack of sleep, it could be from too much caffeine, or it could be from this glitter that I've been putting on my face. So, also, speaking of which, I don't want to just look like this. I want to put myself together today. I want to put on a cute outfit, put on a cute makeup, do something cute with my hair, and get a move on it. As I already said, it's already nearly noon, which it is what it is. I don't want to be mean to myself. The past week, there's been a lot happening. I guess that's the thing, to remind myself. There has been a lot happening. In 1 second, let me move areas. Okay, so. Anyways, there's sand all over the table here because of my ice plunge, puller plunge, whatever you want to call it. Oh, there's a piece of hair in my drink. Okay. Anyways. So, oh my goodness. There's just been a lot happening, so I've been trying that. Okay. Of course, my phone was full, so I just deleted a bunch of videos. My phone is so full of videos. If anyone has been following or whatever, last summer, I think, is when I deleted pretty much every single thing off of my phone. I only had I don't remember, maybe 200 photos left or something. Granted, I did send some of them to my other iPad thing. But either way, now, fast forward, well, let's see, that was maybe in June or July, I think. So July, August, September, October, November. Okay, so 4 months later, my phone is just totally full again. So I have so much to do. It's I want to dedicate even just one, okay? One full day or 1 8-hour day, one full work day to getting all these videos, okay? Because I think it would be cool to look through some of the footage from the solo European trip that I went on last summer. And yeah, I just have all these random things. Okay, I feel a little bit chaotic. Maybe I should write down a list of things I want to talk about. Again, this is a diary, and I'm thinking I might actually upload this diary today, later today. And then I have quite a few other videos that maybe I will upload in the upcoming days that will be from the past couple weeks. I feel like I say that all the time, but that's where we're at right now. Okay, so as I already mentioned, I don't want this video to just be me in my robe drinking coffee with scrappy hair and no makeup. I want to look more cute. So therefore, I'm not going to talk too much at this precise moment, but I will at least do a quick overview of what has been going on. Pretty much, okay. I guess for me, it does feel like it's summer happened, okay? I was kind of in denial that fall was beginning because to me, it still felt like summer. I got busy with, the photography job. Then Grandpa passed away, so some family came to visit, my brothers, and so then that happened, and then Grandpa's funeral and getting to see, some more of my family. Excuse me. And then, yeah, that kind of took up that. And then, I got a new job at this other place. Just, not very much. It's just 2 shifts a week. And yeah, and then I started to work out, go to workout classes. And then I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, well, yeah, and then the photography job was starting to come to dwindle, started to come to a close because it's just seasonal. And then I don't remember. I don't know. There's a few other things, but yeah. And then, I went to the farm, which I want to talk about that in a second, in a little bit. But yeah, I went to the farm, and then I went to Galena with my friends, and then I came back and had literally right the day after that, I had my last day of the photography job, and then literally the day right after my last day of photography job, I started my new job, which is, yeah, a whole separate thing. And also in that little time period of like visiting with my friends, a bat was in the Airbnb, and now my friend is actually getting rabies shots because we don't know like if it was with us in our room. It was just laying on the ground and it's flying around. And so anyways, and my friend found these weird bites on her, so she was just in the ER the other day getting rabies shots, and she even said to me, oops, now my phone's at 20%. She even said, she was like, you should probably get them as well, Mary, because me and that friend of mine were sharing the room. And anyways, it's kind of a lot to explain, but now I'm like, if you don't get the shots and you start to actually have symptoms, you will pretty much just immediately pass on. So I don't know. But anyway, so then that happened. And then that's when I cut my foot. When I did a cold plunge, which actually I need to check up on it. But last night I just ordered some little booties for the water, like water booties that I found on Poshmark. So we're gonna have to see, because you can like ask for a lower price. So I asked for a lower price, and then it's up to them if they want to confirm. So I need to check to see if they confirmed. But anyways, either way, I hopefully will get those because yeah. The main gist is I went into the water with no shoes and I cut myself, and then I had to get a tetanus shot and la-di-da-da. Okay, anyways. So, last day of photography job. The next day I start my new job, and then every single day since then, so that was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and today's Sunday. So those next 4 days I was just learning. Oh my gosh, there's so much to learn. Like I was just absorbing so much learning. And also having really early mornings. Like yesterday I had to wake up at, I set my alarm for 4:45 a.m., but I ended up not actually getting up till like 5:10, and then I had to leave at 5:30 a.m. So yeah, and then like when my shift was done, which I got done at like 1 or like 12:30 or something p.m. yesterday, I just wasted away the whole rest of the day because I was just so exhausted. And I just had no motive in me. So anyways, the main gist is, yeah, the past 4 days, I guess, I've just been in learning mode at this new job, just like learning so many new skills, just learning the ropes, okay? There's a lot to know. And also having early mornings on top of that. So anyways, now the house is a mess. I mean, the house is continuously a mess because my mom has way too much stuff here, and now we have 10 times as much stuff because she's taking all the stuff from my grandpa's properties. It's a whole separate thing. I don't even want to go into that. But either way, my areas, my bedroom, the bathroom, the kitchen, kind of like those type of areas are also messy now because I have not been keeping up. And my mom's been gone again, helping with other stuff with my grandpa's passing. There's just so much stuff to do with all that. So anyways, I've just been like, yeah, the main gist is I have so much to do today. And so I did write down a little to-do list yesterday, but I want to write down another one. And so yeah, there's a lot to do. So let's get a start on it. I'm going to start my day, as I said, put on an outfit, lie down. I think this video might be quite long unless I edit it. But anyway, so let's see what we can do. So yeah, today's my day off. Although this other job of mine did ask if I could come in to do some social media. So when I read that, I was thinking, no, I just want to have the day off. Mostly because I have so much like stuff to do, like things I just need to do, like cleaning and getting stuff organized, like just that type of stuff. But I might go in, we'll see. I might go in if I get into the mindset of, oh, this is fun. I'm doing this because it's a really fun, cool job, and it's an honor. It's a privilege that I get to do this, If I get into that type of mindset, then I think I will go into that today. But pretty much, yeah, today and tomorrow are my days off. I think my mom comes home later today or maybe tomorrow, I forget. So I have tons of stuff to do today, okay? And then tomorrow, which is Monday, I'm pretty sure that I have in-person counseling. So I think I'll drive up to the cities, and then that's a great excuse to see my friend Tess, because I haven't seen her. She was in Japan, so it'd be great to catch up with her. And just more and more and more, I feel that feeling of how important community, community, whatever you call it, friendships are. you know, yes, it's one thing to just like be social, and that's great too, like especially at this new job of mine, like it is a lot of like socialization, I guess. But it's a whole different thing, yeah, to like have true friends where you can just kick back, be silly, talk about the most random things, go do fun things with, you know, friends. And like after visiting my friends, you know, whenever that was, a week or so ago, it's just like, it's such a great feeling. And I feel like I really want to prioritize that and expand that. And there's a lot on my mind. There is a lot. And so let's get more into that in a little bit. I'm like a little bit worried that this is going to be like a 2-hour long video, but I guess it's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't know. But for now, let's start the day, and I'll see you once the day starts continuing on. Okay, bye. Okay, it's been like 5 minutes, maybe, not even. I literally just washed my face, put on my moisturizer, but I already feel like, okay, I want to say a bit more things, and I kind of decided that perhaps this video will actually be like 2 videos, maybe even 3, I don't know. Because I do have a lot to say, and I just want to say it. And in case there's anyone out there who wants to hear it, then this is for you. But yeah, so I was just watching Rachel Pohl, I think, RACHELPHOL. And yes, I know my hair is crazy. It's kind of my aesthetic right now. But yeah, I'm just watching a little bit of her stuff. So I follow her on Instagram. She's beautiful. She's amazing. She is just cool. And I feel lots of inspiration just looking at her posts and what she has to say. And you know how it is. I don't know if you know, but for me, it's like certain people very much inspire me and uplift me and like encourage me, you know. And then certain people that might look the exact same as these people or do very similar things as these people, I'll put them right here. Those people that may look the same or do similar things, they give me the opposite effect. Nothing against them, it's just how I feel. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like, you know, okay, Rachel Pohl, for example, as I said, okay, well, she's like very like strong. She's, in my opinion, very beautiful. I mean, probably most people's opinion. Oh my gosh, it's snowing out. Excuse me, I'm burping, but there's snowflakes outside. Oh, the first snow of the year. It's falling, little flakes. Oh my gosh. It's happening. Wow. Okay, anyways. So yeah, okay, so she has these different things. Okay, like, and I think she has a big following on Instagram, and she lives in Norway, I believe. She makes art, really beautiful art, paintings, and yeah, she kind of lives this very magical kind of lifestyle. Oh, and she also speaks out about like self-care and like being authentic and, you know, different topics like that, like self-improvement type of topics. So that's kind of the gist of her. And that genre that I just mentioned, all those attributes that I just mentioned, there's a lot of other people, you know, on Instagram or wherever that also have those similar attributes that I already just said. But these people, for whatever reason, they give me the opposite effect where I'm like, ooh, maybe I sometimes look at their stuff, but I'm like, no, it makes me feel weird. I don't like it. I feel something weird. There's something weird about it. Not weird in a good way. So anyways, that's kind of like a common thing that I oftentimes feel. But either way. Oh, so yeah, I really like her stuff on Instagram. And now she also has a YouTube channel, which I didn't realize. So just this morning, I've been watching a little bit of her YouTube channel. And it's just reinforcing so many goals and dreams of mine. And I think that is, I can only speak for myself, but I do feel like that is so important in life. Not to be like, oh, over here is my goal, like this holy thing, but to just like have these feelings of like, I do want to improve. I do want to live a more aligned life and a more best self kind of life, I guess is maybe the word for it. And I feel like there is kind of like 2 routes that you could take. Like, I don't know, maybe not, but that's just what comes to mind. Like, one route is just love where you are, be where you are. Like, this is life right here. Stop planning for the future. Stop, you know, daydreaming about this and that. Like, this is life right here, like slice through it. This is your life. And then also, oh, it's so important to dream because maybe you are in a bad situation. Maybe these different genres in your life are not as good as they could be. So the only way to get better is to actually realize that you can, and to have dreams and hopes and aspirations and visualizations and examples, you know, of different ways that you could live and get to that are so much more igniting for you and so much more best self for you. So anyways, I've kind of like been in this certain, okay, let me finish what I was saying. So yeah, I really like Rachel's kind of stuff. And also, I also like, I've said this before, but when he used to post, I really enjoyed just like the sit down style. Like he just sat down and he just talked, and sometimes he would switch maybe his area, or like he kind of had like a loose script or like a loose topics that he would talk about, but he's pretty much just like talking freely about life and things that happened and just like intricacies of being human and just random stuff like that. I'm talking about what's his name, Drew Monson, which I barely know him. Okay. It sounds funny, but like apparently he used to be famous like in the past on YouTube and was more well known back then, and I do not claim that version of him. I do not like that version. I'm just being honest, my own perspective of it. Like the stuff that I have seen from his old stuff, I'm like, ooh, no, he's like way too crazy and saying a bunch of inappropriate, gross things and just doing things that I am not interested ever in watching. But anyways, his more recent, it's a lot to explain. I'm rambling at this point, but his sit down videos that he did like more recently on a second channel where he would just like talk about things in life. So funny to me and so entertaining. So to me, it's like, I kind of like both of those things. It's like, I kind of want to be both of those. Like those are kind of like examples of things that, for one, that I enjoy. Like Rachel's different ways that she presents her artistry of her videos and pictures and stuff. And also, yeah, she's very into nature. That's the thing too. And then combined with his stuff too, which is just like literally just plopped down and just talking. And he's just so funny, in my opinion. I should have said a thing, in my opinion. But yeah, he's just really funny and just like very much himself, you know, seemingly. Anywho's. I was just gonna say something else, but what was it? And as I'm making this, I'm thinking, I'm probably going to not put this video out there. I'm probably going to delete this because it's just too random and yeah. But, oh yes, but yeah, okay. I was watching Rachel's videos earlier and it just reinforced my thought of how I want to be in Europe. And it's kind of like a silly thing to say. Like it does feel kind of silly in a way, but I'm trying to work on like, not babying myself, but you know, all these things are going around, like treat yourself like you're helping your inner child or whatever. So yeah, I'm trying not to like just flick away my hopes and dreams, you know? So it may sound silly, but I don't know. I just really like Europe. Like something about it. There's something in the air there. There's something about it that I'm just like, ah. And as I've said before, you know, maybe if I were to live there after a year or two, maybe that feeling wouldn't be there. But I don't know. I just really feel called to it, you know, whether it's Ireland or Scotland or like Sweden or Belgium. I just keep going and naming every single place. Amsterdam, I don't know, just like wherever it may be, there's something in the air. There's something that I love there. There's something in the air. There's something that I love there. Okay, I need to go feed the kitty cats. So let me be right back. Maybe I'll write down a few of these topics because I feel like I could talk for hours at this point. There's just so much that has been happening and so much to relay. So let me feed the kitty cats. Be right back. Okay. Just got an email from my other job. How many jobs do I have at this point? But I need to do something, so I actually need to go do that like right now. It just, yeah, for the photography job. My manager did not have stickers, so not my fault. But anyways, the main gist is now I have to do some weird thing on the computer and send them all these files, which I've never done before, and la da 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 da. Okay. Anyways, also I still have not meditated, which I probably should meditate. But yeah. Also, okay, so because of that bat situation, yes, I could just go get shots, but I don't really want to, and I feel like it's a whole long story, but I don't feel like I'm actually like, I mean, there's always a possibility that, yes, this bat did bite me, but I just don't think it did. But still, it does make me question. It's like, what if I really do have rabies and I will literally die in like 2 months or whatever? It just really puts things into perspective. And I don't know. It's like, not only that, okay, so that's kind of been on my radar. But also, yeah, just realizing, yeah, just how short life really is. It's like this continuous realization. And also just the other day too, I was like, what if, I think it's good to be open to, I think it's good to not just be stuck in your shell of beliefs. Like, this is what happens when you die. This is what life is. Like, we get into the shell and it's just like, this is the truth. I think it is good to not have that shell and instead still be open to at least considering, like, what if that's not the truth, So for me anyways, I feel like we do go on and, like, we die, but then I do believe that we reincarnate, or whatever you want to call it, like the energy within us, I guess, which I don't totally understand, but like this energy within us, this life force, does continue on if we still have things to learn or complete or like expand on or whatever. So it's like, oh, like, life carries on. It won't be the same. Like, obviously, like, we won't be in this specific life, in this specific situation that we're in. We won't be with these specific people, our mom, our brother, our significant other, our kids, whatever. Like, all that won't be the same, but you will be reincarnated. I don't know. Obviously, it's beyond what I can comprehend. Everything is, really. But, so anyways, that's kind of like my philosophy, I guess. And then, like, oh, like, we're all one energy, like, we're all this life force energy, and we're all, that is the unmanifested, that is, like, everything. I don't know, it's hard to put into words, but that's kind of been, like, my whole point of view for many years now. But then just last night, I think, I was like, well, what if when we pass away, it really is just nothing? It's just, here we are, we're alive, okay, right now we're alive. It's just kind of like, okay, maybe not for you, but like in a way, it's like life is just constant chaos. There's things all over the place. There's colors, there's commotion, there's people, there's things, there's so much happening. Okay, we're alive. Oh, we're in this body, blah, blah, blah. And then kaput. Just like before we were alive and then after, it's like, what if it's just literally nothing forevermore? Just like blackness. We have no concept of self. We have no life, or just nothing. All this is just a blip of imagination, our life here. Bam, done. So I was open to that too. I was kind of like considering, what if that is the point? Or what if that is what happens? And I don't think it's good to like linger in these pockets of thoughts, because like, what's the point? In a way, yes, there's some point, but sorry, I feel like I can literally just trail off, like, in every single thing I'm saying. I could just stretch it and explain all the different things. But anyways, what I'm getting to though is the rabies thing and this opening of consideration, like, what if it really is nothing? Which I don't actually think that, but still, I was like open to that idea anyways. After we die, like, what if it's nothing? And it just reinforces, like, why would I do anything? Now, take this with a grain of salt. I'm just being kind of bold in my way of describing this, but it's like, excuse me, it's like considering these two things that I just mentioned, rabies and what if there's nothing after life. Why in the world would I stay in any situation that is not good for me? Why in the world would I not go towards the things that I love? Why would I not go do the things that I absolutely love to do? Why would I not be the person that I dream of being? Why would I not do my absolute best to be as joyful and as full of love and just expression or whatever as much as I can? Like, why wouldn't I? Yes, I might die and turn into, it'll just be blackness forevermore. Yes, I could die in a month due to rabies. And it's like, so with my time here, why would I just be on the rat wheel and just be going, again, this is from my perspective. Some people might want to do this, but for me anyways, it's like, why would I go on this random rat wheel of just making money, having to get farther up in life, even though I don't even care about these things, having to have these certain setups. Okay, I need a car, I need this certain type of job, I need to start having a family, I need to make this amount of money, I need to have a mortgage on this house, and whatever, okay, whatever the normal things are. Nothing against those things at all. I'm just speaking for my own self. Why would I do this whole construct thing right here when really life is, oh my gosh, life is so cool. There's endless possibilities. I could literally, like, there's this person I saw, he just like dances, like he's dancing like in all these different public areas. I mean, that's his own thing, but I'm like, that, in my opinion, is like true life. You know, that is, and it's not for the future, this and that. It's like for the now, like as a declaration of, oh my gosh, we are alive right now. We can laugh hysterically. We can roll around in the grass. We can dance. We can sing. We can create pictures. We can talk freely. We can be kind of weird, be kind of awkward, be kind of fidgety. We can be whatever, you know? We can put on cool makeup. We can put sparkles all over ourselves. We can try different crazy foods. We can go explore and see different cultures and be fascinated and amazed by the variety of how you can live. You know? And yeah, I'm not saying this like, okay, now I have to encapsulate all this stuff that I just said. Now this has to be my life. And if I don't fulfill what I'm just talking about now, then I'm a hypocrite. Okay, I'm not trying to put that out there. It's just like these things, you know? It's like, it's hard to put into words, but I guess this all is kind of coming together for me anyways, like as far as, okay, obviously I want to be in Europe. It is what it is. Obviously, I want to fulfill these certain things. I want to be creating funny, uplifting, whatever, these variety of things. I want to create videos. I want to dance. I want to sing. I want to paint. I want to feel free. I want to meet lots of people. I want to get inspiration from all different sources. I want to drink good coffee. I want to exercise. I want to be fit as can be. I want to feel totally free to be creative. I want to, I was about to say some other thing. What was it? I don't remember. But anyways, that's my little spiel. Okay, now, yeah, I need to go back to this. Yeah, I'm gonna go feed the cats, and also I need to do that annoying thing for my other job. Okay, be right back. All right, well, I just put on some makeup, some sparkles, which also I don't think that the acne is from the sparkles, because I only put the sparkles up here and here and in my eyes. But anyway, so I also put my hair in this, and I also trimmed my hair. Yay! Just kind of like little trimlings. My most ravishing question on my heart and my mind is two things, but mainly one thing. Should I dye my hair dark brown or an icy blonde? Oh, how will I ever decide? And also the other question is, do I want to just chop off all my hair? Do I? I was kind of thinking I might do that today, just like keep chopping and just see what happens. And I could do that. Maybe I will do that later today. But for now, I just gave it a little bit of trim because there's parts of my hair that just felt, I guess, very fried on the ends, you know? And I don't like that feeling. So therefore, yeah, I just kind of cut it. There's probably lots more cutting that I could do. But for now, I just kind of cut down like the edges and kind of more like the front area. So now that I have my makeup on, I'm also going to get dressed so that I feel like I am a capable part of humans. And then I will get scurrying. I will scurry around and do a bunch of different tasks. So I'm thinking that maybe I will do that in the second part of this video. This will be the first part. That's my thought. Otherwise, I guess I could just put it all together in one video. Okay, so either way, either stay tuned for the next part of this video, as in stay tuned for the rest of the video, or I shall say farewell right now, and I'll see you in the next actual full video. We shall see what happens. Woohoo! So, there's my update. Okay. I'm sure I forgot to say certain things that I wanted to say, but yeah, I guess, yeah, also at my new job, I'm working with a bunch of youngsters. Like, some of them are in high school, some of them just graduated high school and maybe are in their early 20s, and then, yeah, that's the majority of them, I think. Some of them are like maybe late 20s, like a few of them. So yeah, just kind of like, it's interesting. Maybe I'll talk more about that in the next video. But oh, there's a squirrel outside. Aw. Alright, either way, peace out. Goodbye. Well, hello. So I think I will just put this all in one video. I just trimmed my hair. Honestly, I'm elated. That was so much fun. I already feel so much better. it's just a fun haircut. Honestly, I think I might actually trim more of it very soon. Obviously, this is like more the funny look of it. Like I can make it look a lot better, you know. This is just kind of the funny look. But yeah, I already feel so much better. I feel like that hair was just not me. No, it was not me. So yeah, I trimmed it quite a bit. I mean, I just made a little video of it, which I'll have yet to put together. But yeah, I'm super happy. I love my natural hair color. And honestly, it's like, that's all I want. I almost want to trim it all the way up so it's just my natural hair and I can just grow it from there. So we'll see. I feel like I'm actually not done, but for now, I'll just stop and do more later. But I will say I already feel wonderful. So highly recommend cut your hair if you want to. But anyways, okay, now it's almost 3 p.m. It's 4 minutes until 3 p.m. And I have not yet meditated. On my days off, this is oftentimes how it goes. Oh yeah, I totally forgot to go to the gym as well. Usually I always go to a workout class. And I think I missed all of them. Actually, no, I guess I didn't, now that I think of it. But I have a feeling I probably won't go to the gym. But hey, maybe I will. Maybe I will. But anyways, what was I going to say? Oh yes, oftentimes on my days off, this is how it goes. I won't officially start the day until like 3 or 4 p.m. Like all that other time is my morning, and then I'll start the day. Yeah, like 4 p.m. Anywho's. So, woohoo, yay! I feel so much more me. I feel like myself. And it's also inspiring me to, but finally I'm just getting my energy. It is almost 5 p.m. and I'm finally energized. I feel like all day I have not been energized. And now I am! Woohoo! Also just found this hat that also turns into a scarf. Woo! And I'm loving my wacky weird hair. It makes me so happy. And I just made some food, which really makes me realize I need to go to the grocery store. I think I'm gonna go to the grocery store in the next 20 minutes-ish. Also, my mother will be back in about 30 minutes, and I need to move my car anyways. So I thought, hey, why not go to the grocery store and move my car? So yeah, anyways, I made some scrambled eggs. I chopped up some onions. I put in a little bit of salsa, like from the farmer's market. And then I also put in some feta cheese crumbles and some hot sauce of 2 different hot sauces on top. Woo! Now I'm gonna eat this. I'm celebrating the first day of snowfall. I mean, none of it has actually stuck to the ground, I don't think, but as I mentioned earlier, the snow is falling. Maybe it still is. I don't know. I can't tell. I don't know. It's already getting pretty dark out. Yeah, I've just been here at the house all day, so, you know. Oh yeah, I still haven't journaled. Maybe I'll do a quick journal session after I eat that. I have the laundry to take out of the laundry dryer and a few more cleanings to do before Mother arrives. So yeah, I don't have much time, but there's my update. And I don't think I'll be making 2 different videos. But yeah, there's a lot for me to discover and kind of like uncover, I should say, unearth from myself. I just feel like there's lots of things that are annoying me, and it's like, oh, which side do I go? The law of attraction, where it's all about gratitude and noticing the good, or the side of, hey, I'm not liking these certain things. So I'm trying to find like the balance of that, because I feel like there is a lot of annoyances, like just random things, like so many of my pants don't fit me. They're either too tight in the thighs, they're too long, they're too baggy, they're too tight. It's like, I know it's such a random thing, but like, it's just so annoying. It's like, I just want clothes. I just want the most simplest of clothes. I just want, you know, 4 different jeans that fit me well and that I feel good in. I want 5 different tops that I feel good in and that fit me well, you know, that actually match my wardrobe. It's like, ugh, and I've been saying this for so long. I know. There's so many things that I've been saying for so long, but I haven't truly knumbled with it and chucked away with it. And that's something I feel like I'm ready to do now, especially after chopping off my hair. And I think I have a lot more to chop off, actually. Not a lot, there's barely any left to chop, but I think I will chop a little bit more at some point soon. But yeah, I feel like that kind of jump started me, and I was like, it's time to do this, like for real, for real. I have these envisionments, you know, I have these visualizations of how I want to feel and how I want my room to look and how I want my body to feel and, you know, all these different things and what I want to be working towards. And I feel like I haven't truly as I said, like encompassed it yet and actually chucked away at it, you know? So, yeah, I just have some things that I have yet to kind of write down and be honest about. And it's like, be honest about my annoyances or different things I want to change, and keep that clear, like make that clear to myself. I don't want to deny myself of these things that are annoying me or that I would like to change. And then also be grateful, be here, be grateful for the love and abundance and joy that is currently all around me, whilst also changing these things. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what makes sense. Okay, maybe I'll say more in a bit, but for now I'm gonna eat up my food right there, this this little bowl thing, and then I'm gonna continue on with the things that I already mentioned. So yeah, here's the kitty cats looking adorable. Look at Charlie has his arm around Miki. That's so cute. Look at you guys. Aw, look at you guys. Okay, bye. Well, my hair has been scraggly and I've been so annoyed of it. I don't like the color, I don't like how it looks, I don't like the scraggliness. There's just so much. And I think at some point you just gotta take some sort of action and just see how it goes. And that's kind of my favorite thing. Here I am. I did it. I chopped off a whole chunkle of my hair and I'm like, ooh, what did I just do? I check it out. It still looks pretty scraggly to me. I randomly decided to cut some bangs. Well, I didn't realize they'd be that short once I actually looked at them. I was kind of surprised. Oops, it wasn't supposed to be that short, but actually, it's cool. I like it. And I've never cut my hair in this way where it's just like chop like that. Usually I do more like this style, like I'm showing right here, where I just kind of do snipples all around, but I'm kind of trying out random techniques. Here I am just looking at it, checking it out, and I'm definitely one of those, I guess, hairdressers. I'm not a hairdresser, of course, but I'm one of those hairdressers, if I were to be one, that just cuts way more than the person asked for. And I am the person right now. I'm just keep going and going, and honestly, I don't know when I'm gonna stop. Here's the pile of hair right there. And if you can't tell, I was having so much fun doing this. Suddenly I just felt so liberated. After chopping off all that hair, I just could not help but just keep laughing and laughing. Genuinely, I was so elated. I literally just did this a few hours ago. And yeah, just let the body talk for me. The dancing tells you everything. I'm just laughing at how funny it looks, but also I love it, and I think I'm gonna cut off some more soon. Bye! And now I prompt you to do the same. Cut off your hair.